Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Let me suffer. It is far much better. Let me suffer spiritually, even if you say that I am being used by my boyfriend that I am dating, but we are all suffering in one way or the other. So let me suffer spiritually with my Nigerian Occultic blesser than to suffer with a broke man. Who needs a broke man? Because even if you are married or dating a broke guy, you'll end up suffering as well spiritually. I am currently staying here in Cape Town, and I do date a Nigerian guy who revealed it to me early when we started dating that he was a cult member, and he wanted me to know so that I can understand when he does some things that are not so normal, and he would perform some gross rituals, and these rituals he used to perform them when I will be on my periods, and I have lost too many pregnancies that I have terminated because he said that if it ever happens that, baby girl, I impregnate you by mistake, then you need to remove that pregnancy, because his oath that he took when he joined that cult is that he can never have a child. So sometimes I even wonder, is God fair to those that call themselves Christians? Why does this happen? I always ask myself, is God even fair? Why was I born in a country that has so much suffering like Zimbabwe, where I come from, whilst our neighbors, South Africans, were born into a land of freedom as well as so many opportunities? Where is the fairness in that all? I was born in the year 2000, and by the time that I turned 18, I already knew that life will never be kind to me. Being raised by a stepmother was very painful. My mom, she was still alive, but because she wanted to hurt my father, when they broke up, she left me with my father instead of her going with me to her relatives. So she hated me, and my new mom, the stepmom, also hated me because she was thinking that the reason as to why my mother had left me there, it was because she wanted to come back, and she wanted to use me to come back to my father. So I made a choice that it is far much better for people to call you a prostitute, for people to say that you are a girl that chooses money over morality. I do choose that than to suffer. I started working here in Cape Town when I came at a saloon here in Cape Town. The woman, the owner of the saloon that I was working for, she had said that she can give me a job, 200 Rand a day. At least it was a fixed salary. But then there were days when you would be working non-stop, such that within 1 week you would have already gotten your salary, but she would be paying you at the end of the month. I was struggling to make ends meet, and then that was when one day I met my future boyfriend. So he had came to see my boss lady because he had been sent by his other friend. That was when he looked at me and he told me I was beautiful and I wanted to be with him. We changed our contacts. That night we met later on, and he took me to an expensive hotel. I had never slept in a hotel before. Never in my entire life had I eaten so much food that was so expensive. I felt like I had escaped poverty, and I did not know that the guy that I was with, he was wealthy, but he was also a ritualist. He is not like rich, but he is someone that is doing okay in life. He is a part of an occultic brotherhood. He told me that he had so much financial freedom and power like no man in South Africa can have. And he said, I will take care of you, but you need to take care of me, because in this life, it is all about rules. You have to follow the rules. And the first rule, I have to feed him my menstrual blood each and every month. When he told me that he will be eating my menstrual blood. I could not even understand what he was trying to tell me. He said, it is easy when you are on your periods. Let's say you come here, you have to do that. You have to come to and see me when you are on your periods, like each and every month. No excuses. Otherwise, I won't be able to take good care of you. And it is a good thing that you are a foreigner and I am a foreigner as well. So we know what we want here in South Africa. You come to my place and then you cook a nice meal for me. And then when you have finished cooking, you take your sanitary pad whilst the food is still hot, and then you let it steam on top of the soft porridge as well as the stew that you would have prepared. And after placing your used sanitary pads on top of the food that you would want me to eat later in the day, you do not bath when we go to bed. I have to eat your cookie, lick your cookie, as dirty as it is. Those are the rituals. I thought that he was joking, but the next period came. He took me to his house, and then that was when he made me and he taught me how to perform the ritual. At night as well, he took some dark chocolate that he had melted, covered it on my private part, and he started licking me as if I was something that was so sweet. He cleaned the blood from my private part. And at night, that was when I had a dream. I felt like I was drowning in a river that was full of blood. I told him the next morning, and he said that it means that the spirits that he uses had accepted me. And later on, that was when he said I should never give him a child. I must never have a child, otherwise it will ruin my wealth. Every time that I get pregnant, I have had to get rid of it. It has been more than 7 years ever since I started dating this guy. I have had 11 abortions. Some of them were done in the clinics. Some I have done them in secret illegal abortion clinics that are filthy. Before he had a big business deal, he took me to Lagos, where he took me to this other spiritualist who made me to sleep on a cold floor whilst there were group of women that were surrounding me as I was about to have a miscarriage. And then that was when that spiritualist took the thing that I pushed out of my womb. I did not even want to look at it. Sometimes when I look at South African women, I feel like God is not fair. They have government grants, they have free education, they are not like me. As for me, I was born in a country that does not care for its own people. So before you become judgmental, you need to understand where the person that will be confessing is coming from. I do come from a country where money is scarce and jobs are non-existent, where people suffer from hunger. If God is fair, why does he let us humans to choose our souls between your soul and survival? I know that the questions that I am asking, most of the people here, they do not want to think about them. If God is for real, like I used to believe, why does he place you in that situation where you can go to bed hungry, knowing that the devil is going around looking for those that he can trick and take them with him to hell? Why does not God give us the opportunity to at least live a comfortable life? And if we say that we will worship God, we will worship the Lord with our heart, not thinking about poverty. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister. That was the translation of the message that was sent to me. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.